Hello and welcome to the Studio77 report for June 2023. We are here giving you the latest updates, announcements and event news from the mayamada universe, and I am the mayamada co-founder Nigel.
I am Tazziii, content creator and mayamada creative director.
And for those that don't know, mayamada is a UK-based creative brand making comics featuring an all-animal cast of characters. So our brand is set within a television network universe, and each of our manga titles tells a story of a different show on the network. It's very meta. We also run the community gaming event Gamepad and deliver creative workshops across the country with young people and anyone who is creative. In addition to all that, we have a membership and digital platform called Studio77 where we host shows interviewing creative professionals from various industries such as comics, video games and animation. We were just talking about Riot done wrong and what they're doing to fix it, or at least paper over it with money, as well as Microsoft thinking maybe we can make games better. If you want to hear that full discussion, catch the live recording of our Studio 77 report or become a member and see it whenever you like. Each month, we like to highlight advice from a creative professional that has come from one of the Studio 77 shows. And this month, the tip comes from Jide Johnson, who is the founder of the animation studio Aniboxx. And we spoke to Jide on the recent episode of the podcast. He is someone that I connected with many years ago and got to catch up with. He's doing a lot of good work in animation, in diversity in the animation space and television. And we had a chat about his journey. As always happens, we get a lot of good advice. So encourage people to check out that episode to hear about that. And then I wanted to pull out one bit of story that he mentioned during the episode that goes to networking, because we have a networking event coming up. So it's kind of relevant to see what I did there, connections. But it's really important because of the way his advice came about. So he was talking about doing an internship at the Mill, the animation studio, and how he was encouraged to go and network, encouraged to use his own initiative to go and network. So he was saying, they'd say, do some networking, speak to some people, see if you can strike up a relationship with anyone upstairs. And if you can, then maybe you can start learning what they do, take work off them, and help their work go fast. This is such an important thing, not just the value of networking, but the value of taking your own initiative and going to network, going to help people, and that key word, strike up a relationship. So when we spoke to Jide, he talked about how the relationships he built early on came back to help him later down the line when he was starting up his own studio. And that is it. Tazziii, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, just like hearing Jide's story was amazing. I think what was nice about that bit of advice was we always hear networking, network, but I think that gave some tangible action to networking and a bit more of an addition rather than just this keyword, actually what networking is, or at least a part of what networking can be. And so, yeah, I feel like I have a lot to learn from it.
Can all learn from taking the initiative, going out, building a relationship with people, keeping that, and then having that pay dividends later in your career. If that resonated with you, then definitely check out the episode. We have a lot of great interviews. We speak to people across the board. There's lots that I learn in that discussion, and there's always lots that we learn as well. So definitely subscribe to the podcast and check out the next one.
So it's time for some announcements. We have a lots to come from the mayamada brand and Studio 77 members. Nigel, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, so as you listen to this, we have recently come back from the Milton Keynes Film and Comic Con, which is where Taz and I visited for the first time and exhibited some of our comics, our manga, our merchandise, also talked on stage, and also talked about our Kickstarter for this month. We are launching a Kickstarter for a new comic, not just any comic, one based on Tazzii's character in the mayamada universe. So it is a story about Tazzii's character's origins and her journey to the mayamada universe, meeting Miyazuki Yamada, and being part of our anthropomorphic television network universe. And we're gonna line things up. I don't know if you know, but Tazziii has a birthday this month. So we're gonna line this all up, launch the Kickstarter, and then hopefully get a new comic in the mayamada library. So looking forward to that, Tazziii?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to be launching it in my birthday month as well.
Yeah.
It's very fitting.
So yeah, check that out. And get ready for a new mayamada story. We're going to be working on more manga this year. Looking forward to that.
So we have a lot to bring you online as well. We have our casual conversations with comic creators. Every month, Nigel talks to a different comic creator about their journey and their craft of making comics. The next episode will be with DC and Marvel comic artist Giofo on the 7th of June from 7:30. We also have our games night for June. We don't know what we're playing, so keep tuned for that. And I think we're moving it from, we normally do it on the last Thursday, and I think it may be on the 22nd of June this month instead, which is 2 days after my birthday. So just keep all the dates in June in your diary. It's a very important month.
Yeah.
And yeah, again, we don't know what we're playing, but we do play games each month with our Studio77 members live on Twitch, and you can check out some of the past games highlights over on our YouTube channel. We've played loads of games. We just played Knockout City for the last time. So sad. So sad. But a lot of fun. And there's a lot of other games we've played. So yeah, definitely check those out. Find us on Twitch. We have launched this year's Do I Look Like a Gamer campaign to promote diversity and inclusion in the video games industry. It's now a yearly initiative, continuing to push for diversity in games, culture, and industry. We've released this year's snapshot of 40 players and makers and have a new schedule of events. So we have our family games design jam, which is going to be on Saturday, the 24th of June, 4 days after my birthday. Just going to tell you how far after my birthday everything is now. Where you can join us at Art Club in Hackney. We've got young creators and parents can come together to dig deep and learn some key design principles. So join us for that. Again, it's 4 days after my birthday, so the 24th of June. We're also going to be at Develop in Brighton, which is exciting. It's my first time. Nigel, have you been to Develop before?
I've never been to Develop. I've tried for the past 2 years and always had a schedule clash. So this time, blocked out the dates.
We'll be talking about creating genuine diversity in video game narratives. Join us for the discussion on how to make a better, more inclusive game. And then, of course, we have the one that everyone's most excited for. Our Cupcake and Gamepads social will be happening again this year on Saturday, the 15th of July. And we're going to be helping young people and aspiring professionals to gain networking experience through the power of video games and dessert. Be bringing you a whole new set of cupcakes to enjoy. If you are an aspiring creative professional or you know one, then you can check out the mayamada Showrunners program. We've launched our new work experience opportunities for young people aged 16 plus to work with the mayamada team across comics, video games, and content creation. If you're interested and you would like to know more, then you can head over to mayamada.com/showrunners, or you can email us at hello@mayamada.com to find out more.
Yeah, definitely excited for that. We've got some young people with us now, putting them through their paces, all good fun. And you can become a Studio 77 member today to support the work that we do at mayamada. You can get involved with games nights, plus see interviews and panel, and get exclusive access to manga artwork in the mayamada universe. It's all going to be there.
And each month, we like to get to know your thoughts on a games industry and culture topic. And we've got results of last month's poll where we asked you, do you want to see a Nintendo cinematic universe? And we gave you a few options and you answered. So we didn't have anyone voting for this option, which is more stories in a shared universe told in the same visual style as a Super Mario Bros. Movie. So none of you voted for that. I agree. No more shared universes. Each new franchise should be standalone and feel different from the last one. So we had 50% votes on that. And the other 50 went to more stories in a shared universe, but in different visual styles by different production companies. So I think we can all agree that we just want different, whether that's in a shared universe or a non-shared universe. We just want each story to have a different style. I agree. Hopefully Nintendo take on our poll as an audience feedback and they take that into account very heavily as they progress through their newfound movie creating studio place. And we can offer other brands feedback as well. So we'll jump over to Sony because we're going to ask you, does Sony's Project Q announcement make sense? So at that recent showcase, PlayStation announced their response to the changing handheld market with Project Q, and it's a head scratcher. It definitely scratched my noggin.
Head scratcher.
A handheld device that doesn't play games natively, but lets you play PlayStation 5 games via remote play system over Wi-Fi. But do we want it? And who actually needs this? So you can vote and you can let us know what you think. We have some options for you. Yes, it'll be a great way to play PS5 games when away from the TV. No, not having a cloud gaming option makes no sense in 2023. And maybe I'm intrigued. I will wait to hear more. The voting is live now and the results will be announced in July's Studio77 report video. Nigel, what do you think? Where are you lying in our options of voting?
This genuinely confuses me. So I heard this as a rumor first, heard what the rumor was saying, and then in their showcase, they announced it and it seemed to confirm rumors. And I don't get it. I don't get how seeing what Nintendo have done, seeing what Steam Deck have done, Sony want to go and essentially restrict to strictly PS5 games and only playing via remote play. Yeah, I don't get it. Unless it's super cheap.
Yeah. I'm just very confused about what the product is. Because basically I found out about this a whole hour ago now, when Nigel told me about it, and then I read and I was like, wait, what? The more I read, the more confused I got. Yeah. So I'm going for option 3B, which you said maybe, but it's less of maybe and more I'm confused and I'm intrigued and want to hear more.
I do want to hear an explanation. I'll give him that.
I want to know exactly what the capabilities of this are, because so far it's like you're just playing your PlayStation 5 but with an extra screen. Is this the Wii U? I mean, it seems like it'll be the Wii U without a touchscreen, so I feel like just getting worse. Because when you first brought it up, I thought it was like a streaming from the cloud was an option, and even then I was like, questionable. There's other brands doing it. It's still questionable because normally it's kind of device you want to play on the go, but when you're traveling you don't normally have internet, or you have patchy internet and can't use it to play a game. I really don't understand that. Unless it's like the price of a little bit more than a controller, then I could kind of think, yeah, maybe you're playing at your TV and then someone wants to use it, you hop off and you're like, it's fine, I can look at my screen and play. But it's the fact that you still need a PS5.
Yeah.
It's so big as well.
It's a genuine head scratcher. I don't always get confused when companies make announcements like this, but I would want to hear more. And I'm guessing as we're in this not E3 but is E3 Summer of Games period, I'm sure more will come out. So I reckon on our Summer of Games Roundtable episode, this will come up.
I just don't understand why they didn't just develop on the PS Vita, which was a very underrated handheld.
So that does that. We go and play scratch our heads over Sony But that's it for this month's Studio77 report. You can join our Discord, follow us on Twitch to be part of the mayamada community. You can catch the live streams as we record them, which is always fun because there are a bunch of bloopers you didn't see. And talk to us over Discord. Subscribe to us here on YouTube so you don't miss another cleanly edited Studio 77 video. But yeah, you can always join the live recordings on Twitch, so follow us there too. We are working on our membership platform, so you will be able to become a Studio 77 member, support the work that we do at mayamada, and get exclusive access to manga and special things in events in the mayamada universe. And lastly, make sure you check out the Story X Story podcast. We'll probably be talking about this new Project Q thing on there, seeing how many heads can we scratch over this news. But Tazziii and I are there having creator interviews, video game discussions, and deep dives into stories across pop culture. And that's all from us. We will see you again next month.
Hi there, I'm Nigel from mayamada. Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the other great videos we have on the channel. You can also check out our universe of manga and characters at mayamada.com. We'll see you soon.